Now, I was pretty fired up last week, and you were too, judging by your feedback, about the frightening decision by Climate and Energy Minister Chris Bowen to have the government bankroll, that is, guarantee with taxpayers' money, 32 gigawatts of renewables energy projects. One of the big worries is that Bowen won't put a dollar figure on all of this. Even if he wants to protect the price of individual projects, he could surely give us a total number that might cover the whole scheme, which I reckon could be $60 billion. $60 billion. But he won't give us that information. He won't give us a figure. And in Parliament today, he vowed to keep the public in the dark.
The member for Fairfax asked me about the capacity investment scheme, which is a very important investment and a very important scheme to ensure that we are getting reliable energy into the system. And it works as an auction. Now, Mr Speaker, it is quite common practice in governments of all levels when you are conducting an auction to say that it is commercial in confidence.
This is the sort of stuff that understandably worries voters. And Johannes Leek was onto it in the Oz this morning, as ever, with Bowen generating power by burning our dollars. Talk about renewables, he says. We never seem to run out of this stuff. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's true. Frightening, really. As if that's not bad enough, the Environment Minister in Parliament today was also boasting about this renewable zealotry.
Right now I have over 100 renewable energy projects before me. We have approved as a government about 10 times as many renewable energy projects as other energy projects. We continue to approve and support renewable energy projects because we know the biggest difference we can make to the environment for this country and for our planet is to move effectively to zero net emissions.
Oh dear, they just will not learn, will they? They just won't listen. As Labor continues to plunge in the polls, they fail to understand how soaring power prices and their impact on broader cost of living issues are hurting mainstream voters and damaging the country. They've got problems all over the place on cost of living and on border protection and on immigration. Now, I wouldn't normally comment on polls this far out from an election, but the concerns of voters are showing up in the polls for sure, with Labor now way behind the coalition on primary votes and only level on two-party preferred. People say first-term governments seldom lose. Well, Julia Gillard really lost in 2010. It was only those pretend Conservatives Windsor and Oakeshott that overturned the will of voters. And in 2016, Malcolm Turnbull acted like he'd lost, but he hung on in the end by a single seat. Even John Howard lost the popular vote in 1998, but held on. So there is no guarantee for Albanese. There's a long way to go. But as I keep saying, this energy chaos will be their downfall.